get so scared sometimes about shit. And when he is there or was, I was still grateful that he didn't go to work that day and that he came with me to the surgery. Now we're sitting there waiting for them to take Alexis down, and Orlando was there too, her dad. And she's watching cartoons on Dylan's iPad. And I go to, the cartoon closed, and I go to grab it, and a fucking picture of this bitch pops up on the screen. Marissa. Dylan is, I'm at my daughter's surgery. I am at my daughter's surgery. It works me the fuck up. I want to move on this bitch so bad if I could find her, but I know that's my unevolved self speaking. That is my unevolved self speaking. I'm not going to fight anyone. I am a nonviolent person. I don't fight people. She is a disgusting, dirty hoe with her own set of issues, and I just need to let it go. She's probably not even as, you know what? I'm not going to defend her. Fuck that bitch. For real, fuck that bitch. I wanted to fight her, okay? But I didn't, because I'm not that type of a woman. I don't fight. I fight with words. I fight for what's right. I advocate for people. I fight for the right things, the righteous. I don't fight people. I don't fist fight. I just don't. So this bitch, a photo pops up of Dylan and Marissa. Now, I know a lot of bitches are going to be like, well, you should be mad at him, not her. Listen, bitch, I'm mad at both of them equally, okay? Both of them equally. Marissa's been a spectator. She knows that Dylan and I were together this entire time. She fucked my old Scully while we were still together. Who the fuck does this bitch think she is? Is she literally watching me to see who I get in a relationship with so she could go fuck him? Like, what is her problem? How many dicks are there to suck in Chicago? Why do you have to keep sucking dicks that I'm in a relationship with? What the fuck is your deal? I just cannot. I cannot. So I'm trying to keep my cool in the OR while my daughter is about to get wheeled down into surgery. And Dylan is sitting next to me with his hand on my arm. I'm sorry, babe. We just had dinner. Nothing's going on. We're just friends. She called and I couldn't, all this bullshit. And if you guys remember anything from the show or from my previous blog post, you would know that Dylan lied to me and told me that he was at an Airbnb for like 6 days. When in reality, he was staying with that girl, Alicia. That's the only time we weren't together. From the time he was released to the time we broke up, we lived together every single day. There were literally 6 days, maybe less, that he was staying with a girl named Alicia, but lied to me and told me that he was at an Airbnb. That was when he went to go have dinner with Marissa. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around all of this. I've already been asking him to give me money so I can leave, so I can go on about my business and like continue living my life. And because our finances were together, we're living together, he's paying all the bills, we're both working, our money's going into this account. I'm using my money to furnish the apartment, buy furniture, buy plates, buy spoons, buy forks, decorations, Christmas tree, whatever we need. And he's paying the bills. And I just remember feeling, Alexis came home with me after surgery, and Dylan went to work, and Alexis's dad went to work. And me and Alexis just relaxed in the apartment, and the big kids came home the next day, and we just kind of chilled. And Dylan came home, and we all went upstairs to the kids' room, and I have a picture of that day I'll never forget. Alexis is like right here in the small of his arm, and we're all just laying there watching a movie. And in that moment, I've never felt so conflicted about what I should do. Like, I'm looking at my family, that I fought for through hell of you guys don't even know half of the shit we went through while he was in prison. It was not easy to maintain that relationship at all. But we made it, we made it. And now I'm looking at this beautiful family that I have, and my heart is so filled with happiness. But at the same time, it's like, I can't do this anymore. I need to leave. Like, this is fucked up. And I just didn't know how to get out. I just didn't know. There had been a lot of abuse you know, in a lot of different ways. And I couldn't force him to give me the money. I had nowhere to go. And that's when I started, you know, trying to rely on the court system for help and filing orders of protection and filing police reports. I remember, you know, Dylan beat the fuck out of me. Dylan was a big guy. He had big muscles. He beat the fuck out of me, almost unconscious, punching me, kicking me. He beat the fuck out of me. The kids weren't home, you know, thank God. It was the middle of the night. It was just me and him. But I always forgave him, you know, and even when I didn't forgive him, even when I asked for the money to go, he wouldn't give me the money. He would say shit like, oh, next week I'll give you the money. Oh, next week I'll give you the money. And I would just find peace in the periods where he wasn't home, you know, and just mind my business, mostly be doing makeup, sitting in front of a mirror like this, playing makeup, working on my marketing, working on my social media following, shooting content, trying to get new clients. I was selling renewable energy at the time, and I would constantly be working with Guillermo and Kreshnik and like messaging them and Giovanni